they say that it's a danger, a thrill seekers type thing. If it was, I wouldn't do it. I think it's totally safe, and I just enjoy it. It's my hobby, it's my sport.
In the military, sport parachuting is not just an adventure, it's a full-time job. And a select group of service members do it all the time. At Fort Bragg, North Carolina recently, over 100 skydivers from the 4 services gathered for the annual Inter-Service Parachuting Championships. Also competing was the U.S. Army's 8-time world champion precision skydiving team, the Golden Knights. Judging in the 3-day event ranged from style to 4- and 8-man group formations. And finally, individual accuracy in landing squarely on the center pad from over 2,000 feet. Military skydiving teams represent their services at exhibition and competition jumps throughout the year. So what makes this competition so special?
I think the thing that makes this competition so much different is the fact that it's an all-military competition and we're competing against our sister services. A lot of these people I've known from like the Navy team or Air Force or the Marines that are coming back this year. So it's going to be, it's like a reunion and also a good competition.
That's a big part of the sport wherever you go, even overseas in foreign countries. It's exchanging ideas, talking and meeting people. There's no secret about how one person does his kind of competition over another person. It's just how much more practice one person does than the other person.
At most of these meets where you have military, it's a free exchange of ideas. The Army team, the Navy team, the Shooting Stars, the Golden Knights, the Army team, they lend a hand to most people who need it.
You dirt dive a few times, you get in an aircraft and you're thinking about who you're going to grab and how you're going to move after you grab him and stuff. So really it's just practicing on the ground. You get in the airplane, you mentally practice in your mind. You know, you'll see someone close their eyes and moving hands around, thinking about what they're gripping, what they're getting ready to do, and then you go out and do it in free fall.
While skydiving cannot be considered powered flight, it certainly represents an alternative for getting back on the ground. And for these parachutists, it's the only way to fly.
The feeling is very difficult to explain. You can't, there's no feeling of like being on a roller coaster. You don't feel any stomach movement or change. It's actually, to me, like your mind's taking over and you know you're falling, you know how much time you have, but it's just, I can't explain it. I mean, it's just a really nice sensation. It's freedom.
It's an exhilarating feeling. Have you ever seen the commercial where the woman's eating a peppermint patty and she said it's like being on a tall mountaintop with a cool breeze blowing through her hair? It's like that. You got that sensation of falling and flying your body through the air. You're feeling the air around your body. You feel so free, like you're Superman. You just fly all over the place.
You know, that's like someone trying to describe to you what love is, or you know, things of that nature. But to sum it up, I said to me, it's a feeling like of being there. In other words, you jump out and you don't have any sensation of falling. There's no sense of wind rushing through your hair, none of that stuff. It's just, you're just there, you know. It's the closest thing you'll ever come to really flying.
It's just a very beautiful sport. It's something that you never get tired of either. Every jump is different, and you always want to go back and do it again.
The overall team championship went once again to the Army's Golden Knights, but all individual winners will travel to the Allied Military Sports Games in Switzerland as the U.S. Military Parachute Team. At this annual competition, the U.S. team will jump against some of the best military skydivers in the world.
Reporting for Hometown News from the 1983 Inter-Service Parachute Championships at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, I'm Jerry Lambert.